Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Sierra Lowe, and I like my fiction clean, so if you're like me and you like a good read where you don't have to worry about feeling uncomfortable, you're going to like this channel because I will be reviewing some books that are very clean, and I'm not doing the star ratings. Instead, I will be rating the book on how comfortable I felt and if I liked it. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Today, I'm going to be reviewing The Paper Magician by Charlie Holmberg. This book was really, really fun. It's set in the 1800s in England, and it's very modernized, but they still have a few phrases that they like to say back then that they throw in, and so it's kind of cute that way. It's a very easy read. It's not complicated at all. It's about a girl named Sienna who is learning and trying her best to reach her dream of becoming a metal magician. So it's interesting because all of the magic things, magic in the magic system, at least in this book, is you can only use magic on things that are man-made. So paper, plastic, metal, even flesh, which, yeah, the flesh magicians are bad. And she is really working towards becoming a metal magician, and she's finally graduated school. It's the magic school called Tagus Praff. And the principal is like, I know you want to be a metal magician, but we need more paper magicians. So you're going to be a paper magician, or you don't get magic at all. So she, of course, is devastated at this and is sent to go and be an apprentice to a magician called Emery Thane. And he's a paper magician, so he's also a very peculiar, really peculiar fellow. He keeps a lot to himself, but he's really happy and really nice, even though he's like lonely. It's kind of interesting. His house is full of different paper foldings, and it explains how intricate and really different paper magic is. Like, you have to get the folds just right, and they do certain things, and it was really interesting. I got really into the like paper folding and thinking like maybe I should learn more origami. It was very cool, and the descriptions were very, very in depth. Sometimes I felt like it kind of threw the pacing off a little though, because there was so much describing, so much detail, but I could all see it very, very clearly, and which I feel like is really important with fiction and a fiction world, because if you can't see it clearly, then it's not going to make very much sense. But it did throw the pacing off a little bit because it'd be really, really slow with all the description, and then it'd go really, really, really fast when something would happen. So that was kind of the only downside I could see to this book, was the pacing was a little off. But it's a debut novel, so it was pretty good for a debut novel, I'd say. Basically, the flesh magicians are super bad, and one of them ends up breaking into the house of Magician Thane and ripping his heart out of his chest, which I was like, oh my goodness. So there is gore with the flesh magicians, so it's not super descriptive, but I mean, it didn't make me like feel queasy or anything. It didn't make me feel uncomfortable, but at times there was a lot of mention of blood, so if you're not really into blood, you might not like this book. But I found it very interesting personally. And so after the flesh magician takes the heart, Sienna goes on a quest to go and find it and get it back. And so you get to see her try to do that with her very limited paper magic skills. And I was very intrigued on how she was going to accomplish it. And the way that it was done, I was very impressed with the end. I thought that the way that the ending was thought out and done was very well done. So I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was cute. It had little hints of romance, but nothing huge. But it was a lot about like people coming to grips with forgiving themselves and letting go of regrets and forgiving others as well. but mostly themselves and healing. There's a lot about healing in this book. So I really liked it. It's the first in a series, and I'd like to read the rest. There's like a little snippet book 2 in this one. So I got to kind of read that, and I was like, ooh, that would be kind of fun to continue. So if I liked this book, I would definitely recommend this book. It was very cute, very well thought out, it was very well done. Good job, Charlie Holmberg. Thumbs up for you. And I'm excited to see what other adventures that I can go on with Sigourney in the next book whenever I get to that one. So yeah, if you like a good clean read, this one's very clean. There's nothing that made me feel uneasy, and I think that you would like it and enjoy it as much as I did. So go and find one. I'm sure you can find it in a library. I got this one at Barnes & Noble, and I'm sure Amazon has everything. So I'll try and see eventually if I can get some affiliate links to this book for you. So, The Paper Magician was good, thumbs up. And thanks for tuning in. I'll be posting videos weekly. I'm going to aim for Saturdays. So, thanks and have a great day. See you next week.